if I told you Samsung just pulled off something no one really expected in India, and it only took 48 hours? That's right, the new Galaxy Z Flip 7, the more affordable Flip 7 Fe, and the Galaxy Z Fold 7 just broke pre-order records in the country, and we're not talking about some random jump in numbers. Samsung actually matched the pre-orders of its flagship Galaxy S25 series earlier this year. That's a massive win, especially in a market where foldable phones were once seen as luxury toys. So how did these devices suddenly gain this much traction? Let's break it down. First off, Samsung didn't just refresh the design, they upgraded everything. These foldables are slimmer, smoother, and noticeably faster. The Flip 7 and Flip 7 Fe offer a sleek design that feels more compact, but still manages to bring a bigger display to the table. On the other hand, the Fold 7 continues to push boundaries with its larger inner screen and refined performance. In a world where people are getting tired of the same old smartphone slabs, Samsung's foldables now offer something fresh, and clearly that's resonating with buyers. In just 2 days, Samsung confirmed it received 210,000 pre-orders in India. That's huge, especially when you realize how competitive the market is. Chinese brands like Motorola, OnePlus, Oppo, Tecno, and Vivo have already flooded the shelves with their own foldables. But Samsung's brand power, after-sales support, and premium software experience seem to be giving it a major edge. Now, let's talk about pricing, because this is usually where people hesitate, but not this time. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 Fe starts at 89,999 Indian rupees, which is around 1,040 for US dollars. The standard Flip 7 goes for 109,999 Indian rupees, or approximately 1,277 US dollars. And if you want the ultimate foldable experience, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 comes in at 174,999 Indian rupees, roughly 2,031 US dollars. That's definitely on the expensive side, but Samsung is sweetening the deal by offering a free storage upgrade during the pre-order window. That little bonus might be one of the reasons so many people jumped in early. It's interesting to remember where Samsung started in the foldable space. The first Galaxy Fold came out in early 2019, and by 2021, they were shipping 10 million foldable phones worldwide. Would you spend just $25 more if it meant getting a much better phone? Before you hit that buy button for the Galaxy A56 in the United States, hold on, because Samsung has quietly dropped a deal that might completely change your decision. The Galaxy A56 just launched in the US at $499. It sounds like a solid deal, especially since this phone has been out in other markets like the Galaxy A36, which arrived a while back. But Samsung may have purposely delayed the A56's launch in America, and now it's pretty clear why. The Galaxy S24 Fe, which normally costs $649, is now on sale for just $525. No trade-in, no special promo code, just a flat $125 off, bringing it just $25 above the A56, and that $25 makes a big difference. The Galaxy S24 Fe gives you the Exynos 2400E processor, which is miles ahead of the A56's Exynos 1480. If you look at benchmark scores like Geekbench, the S24 FE scores about 50% higher. It also comes with faster memory speeds, so everything from opening apps to gaming feels more responsive. Now let's talk about the display. The Galaxy S24 Fe features a dynamic AMOLED to X screen that just looks better than the A56's panel. Colors pop more, and it's smoother in motion, especially when watching videos or scrolling. On top of that, the camera setup on the S24 FE is in a different league. It even includes an 8-megapixel zoom lens, which is completely missing on the A56, so if photography matters to you, this is an easy win. Then there's the software. With the Galaxy S24 Fe, you get the full Galaxy AI experience, which includes smart features that help you get more out of your phone. And don't forget Samsung DeX, which turns your phone into a mini computer when plugged into a monitor. That's something the A56 just doesn't offer. To be fair, the A56 does have a few things going for it. It will get one extra Android operating system update compared to the S25, and its battery is slightly larger with faster charging. But we're talking small gains, maybe a few hundred mAh extra in battery or a couple more watts in charging. Those things matter, sure, but they don't outweigh everything else the S25 brings to the table for just $25 more. You're getting better performance, better display, better camera, more software features, and overall a more future-proof phone. And this isn't just a temporary coupon offer that disappears in a flash. Samsung is offering this deal with. What if color alone could make you want a new iPhone? That's what Apple seems to be aiming for with the iPhone 17 lineup. This year, Apple isn't just changing how its phones work, they're changing how they look, and thanks to new renders, we now have a clear idea of what every iPhone 17 model will look like in its new colors. First off, the iPhone 17 Plus is officially gone, and in its place, we have the iPhone 17 Air. The Air is lighter and thinner, but its color choices feel kind of basic. While it gets a nice light blue shade that was originally meant for the Pro model, the rest of its options don't really stand out. The iPhone 17 base model gets purple, green, and a solid steel gray, which actually looks better than expected. But the star of the show is definitely the iPhone 17 Pro with its bold new orange finish. It's being seen as a fiery upgrade to last year's Desert Titanium and could become the standout color of the entire lineup. Apple has also included a color that looks white at first glance, but is much more than that. This is likely the new liquid glass color for the Pro, designed to reflect light in different ways depending on the angle, similar to what iOS 26 is doing with its updated user interface. This subtle shine and shift in tone gives the phone a premium feel that changes based on how you hold it. Apple is calling this design style liquid glass, and it's expected to be one of the most noticeable changes this fall. The iPhone 17 lineup clearly has something for everyone, at least visually, but there's a catch. The iPhone 17 Air, while slim and stylish, reportedly has a very small battery, even less than previous Plus models. Apple replaced the Plus series because of low sales, but unless the Air brings more useful features to the table, it might face the same problem. And that's where the color options become even more important, because without major internal upgrades, the look and feel of the phone may be its biggest selling point. When you look at how much Apple is changing, it stands out in the Western smartphone market. The Pro model has been redesigned, the Plus model is gone, the Air is new, and iOS 26 is getting a fresh visual update. That's more change than what Samsung and Google are offering this year. Samsung's Galaxy S25 and Google's Pixel 10 are expected before the iPhone 17 launch, but both companies are sticking with familiar designs and features. So if you're measuring how much innovation is happening, Apple seems way ahead at least in terms of design changes. Still, that doesn't mean Android users will suddenly switch.